Hello and welcome to Star Stop. You're with me, Salil, and today is a very, very good day because we're going to talk about two things that are very sexy, stylish, and, well, in other words, superb. Race is the name of the film, and today I have Katrina Kaif with me. Thank you so much for joining me.
You're welcome.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
The last time we met was Humko Deewana Kar Gaye, and you've been doing so many films.
I know. Where were you all that time?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Well, we were right here, but you were busy shooting. And that's the beautiful part of it. You've been doing a lot of work.
Yeah, but I promoted all those films. I didn't see you around.
Right. So, as we move on to Race, we talk about a film that is very different for you. Because,
all films are different for us.
No,
We're
but
gonna say that
listen.
in every
Now, hang on.
film.
No, but when I was listening to Abbas Mastanji talk about your character, I was eavesdropping. And they said she's always played sweet, romantic, beautiful women in all her films. And she's played a sweet, romantic, beautiful woman in this film and something more.
Yeah.
And they didn't reveal anything else. Because
Okay.
we know your secretary, and I'm sure he loved it. And so what else are you doing in the film?
Not much.
No, but this is a thriller. Now, come on, you've got to tell me a little bit more.
No,
It must be different for you this time.
No, see, there is a twist to everyone's character in the film. Let's put it like that. Everyone's character starts out as something and ends out as something else. Now, I'm not going to say which way the character goes or anything like that.
Do you have
because
any action?
then it destroys the suspense of the film. Yes, I have some action, kind of. Not much physical, but I am present in the action. Let's put it that way. And what kind of action? That's awesome.
Okay, now there's a drift sequence that I heard,
Yeah.
and it's in one of my favorite films in the Fast and Furious, the third part. Tokyo Drift had drifting.
Yeah.
Right, there's drifting in this. Are you
There's
in,
a lot of it, yeah. They got
you in
down
the
these
car?
guys. I am, yeah. They got down these guys from Australia. I think they were from Australia, and they're professional race car drivers, and they do all these car stunts, as you say, where they basically take the car sideways down a mountain, and the mountain is like this, and the car's going sideways at like 90 miles an hour, and it is incredible. And they did that in the film, but when they did it in the film, obviously it was, you know, there's a lot of safety precautions you have to take and all that, and I was so fascinated with it, so I went up to the guy, the stunt car driver, and I said, I think it's incredible what you're doing. He says that, you want to come in the car, I'll take you down and I'll do it. And they were speeding down the mountain with the car sideways, like you'll see in the film. So I said, yeah, I want to do it. And I asked the action director, Alan Amin. He said, yeah, go for it, but we take no responsibility because we're not insured for our artists to be, you know, fooling around and speeding cars. So he took me in the car, and he was going at an incredible speed.
Yourself?
I didn't do it. He's driving,
right, okay.
and I'm in the front seat. But now when you're doing it for the shot, you're going a little bit slower because you have cameras. But he said, get in, we'll just do it for fun, and I'll take you at the actual speed that these guys were going. It was crazy. It was amazing. I got out of the car, and I was giggling and screaming. And everyone was asking me, why are you giggling and screaming? And the guy said, it's because you get such an adrenaline rush that, you know, you don't know what to do.
In this film, what I do like about it is we're back to the thriller genre, which is what Abbas Mastanji do really well. You fit into the scheme of things here. With them, they seem always coordinated with everything that they do. They seem always perfect with all the work that they've done beforehand. So it must be really easy to work in their films.
Yeah, they're very precise on what they want. They know exactly what they want from each character, and they don't require anything more. They don't require anything extra. So your work is very clear-cut. It's very precise, it's very organized. It's not like, you know, today we're just going to shoot some montages for nothing, you know. So it's very, very organized, and they have a very peaceful way of working. So I don't think I ever felt stressed out on the film, except for the promotion. That was a bit crazy because he had so many people in one room.
We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
My heart is racing
You're back on Star Stop. We're talking about race with the very ravishing Katrina Kaif. Thanks again for joining me.
It's okay.
Now let's talk about Saif. Metamorphosis in the way he's been looking the last year or two. He's looking great now.
So you're trying to say he wasn't looking good before?
Now I was saying he just looked different earlier, but there's a change, the metamorphosis. There's a lot of work with you and him in the film because you're with him a lot. Let's talk about Saif. How is he like on the sets? Is he like a big daddy? Is he like a brother? Is he like a co-actor? How is he?
He's a very charming person. I think he's gone to school for some time, if I'm not mistaken, in Oxford in London, and or a university like that. And he's really, really charming in that old English kind of manner. And I kept on saying that. It was so funny because he's so much more British than me, and I've also lived there for a few years. And he is so much more British in his knowledge about everything, about British history, about the education system, about the schools. So I kind of felt like I was the Indian, and he was the person coming who's lived from London. But he's a very, very traditional gentleman in that sense. He always makes sure that you're comfortable and you have what you need. And as I said, he would take out the whole cast and crew for these wonderful dinners in the evening. This was in South Africa, in the South Africa schedule. And I think that's sweet. You always want to make sure everybody feels comfortable and nobody feels left out or awkward on a set with so many people, and that's important.
But when you're doing scenes together, is he somebody who lets you do your own bit? Were you guys just doing your own bit, or was there a lot of interaction between the two of you?
I don't know. No, he's somebody who, if he sees you're doing good or you really got something down, then I think he kind of lets you go at it on your own. But there's one song which I've done in the film, the song I have with him, Touch Me, Touch Me, I think it's on air now. I remember in that film, I'd rehearsed a lot for the song. Unfortunately, you don't see it so much on the TV, but when you see it in the movie, there's a lot of dancing in the...
I know, Abbasji was telling us that.
Yeah, there's a lot of dancing in the song, which unfortunately is not so much on the trailer, but you'll see it in the film. And I remember he was really, really encouraging because he said that, wow, I think you've done a fantastic job. And, he'd not seen, obviously he doesn't know me so well, he's not seen that before. So he said that, that's really nice that you put in so much effort. So he is also someone who is very appreciative vocally about the things he feels. And I'm sure if he feels, there was one time where I think he felt he had something to say in a shot. And he'll tell you that, why don't you try doing it this way? And that's good also. I think you can always get input from other actors, especially people who are more senior.
I think that works well. But also the dance, I mean, there was praise from Bosco Caesar as well. You're a really good dancer, actually, because there's some of your old films have been coming on TV of late.
Really?
No, I'm serious.
Okay.
So are you somebody who's very trying on the choreographers? Do you like difficult steps?
No, see, it depends with Bosco.